Hi, I'm Rob Barrett, owner of Barrett Made. We are an architecture and construction firm based out of Portland, Maine. We design and we build everything from a residential project to a commercial project.
If clients are really interested in being a part of the design team and the construction team, we like to encourage them to be really collaborative and work with our design team to create something that works for what they have in their mind. They came to us with that initial idea, so the more we can get them involved, I think the better end result we'll have.
For the past year and a half, millions of Americans have been working remotely and are thinking about their surroundings in a whole new way. Many people who chose their community close to their office can now work from anywhere, and that changes everything. On this season of Places and Spaces, we'll discuss the pressure this has put on our real estate market, but also discover new opportunities and celebrate Maine's history, creativity, and sense of community. Hi everyone, I'm Connor Clement, your host of Places and Spaces. We have a great season planned. We're going to take you all across the state. Here are some of the faces and friends that will be joining us along the way.
Hi, I'm Rob Barrett of Barrett Made, and I love Maine because I have a young family and we get to go out and explore the wilderness of Maine and go hiking. Like yesterday, we were in Rangeley and we hiked some mountains and saw the sights, and in the afternoon, we made it back to our camp in Newcastle and went swimming in the ocean. So you can't beat that.
For the past 16 years, I've worked at corporate companies, and 3 months ago, I joined Mainstream Real Estate Company, and I left that corporate world because this company is spectacular.
I'm Dot Ollier. I'm a real estate agent with Remax Riverside. I'm also a part-time farmer. We paint, we hay, it's a busy life.
I'm Britt Vitalius. I grew up in Maine, sailing up and down the coast with my family and hiking and skiing in the mountains. I moved away after college, but came back 15 years ago to raise my family here and just enjoy everything Maine has to offer.
Hi everybody, and welcome to season 4 of Places and Spaces. We had a great summer docking and dining, but now we are excited to bring you to other special spaces and showing you how to live like a local all around the state of Maine. Excited to also introduce you to our new friend and face, Connor Clement.
Hey guys, I'm originally from Maine, excited to be exploring some of the best places and spaces our great state has to offer. So excited to be here.
Happy to have you, Connor. And our first stop today is in Portland. You're going to check in with our friend Britt Vitalius, a broker, to really get a pulse on the market. But I get to hop on a boat and explore a very special space, Fort Gorges. See you later.
Hey, I'm Paul Drinan with Friends of Fort Gorges. We are a nonprofit dedicated to keeping Fort Gorges open and accessible to the public. We're going to head out today, see what's going on, give you some updates. It's a really special place. Let's check it out. Aaron, welcome back to Fort Gorges. We're really excited because we're talking to the Maine Army National Guard about a project to rebuild this entire wharf. We'll get this seawall repaired. Someday we will have a dock here. We'll be able to tie up the Casco Bay lines here.
Very cool.
We've already done test runs with them and we have an engineering plan for that.
And now for the wow moment.
All right, let's
go.
Fort Gorges began construction in 1858. It was completed in 1865, and it was declared obsolete when it was done.
So now bring us up to speed from that moment on to 2021. What's going on with the fort?
Well, we have a set of plans approved by the city, and that has 2 key components. One is structural repairs, and the second component is redoing the access up here, what we call the southwest outlook.
Why is this so important to you and to Maine?
It's important to me because I appreciate architecture, I love the arts, I love education, I love my community. This is a placemaking site. As declared by the Trust for Public Land, we have our first permit in history to have artists here this weekend. It's special to the community because there's nothing else like this, right?
No, it's so cool.
It's public space, it's been enjoyed for generations, and we want to make sure that future generations continue to enjoy it. So these steps were part of a partnership with other nonprofits, Portland Trails and a youth corps. You can see why we're excited about this view. You can see all the way to Whitehead Pass, Peaks, the Diamonds, all the way up to Cousins Island and back around to Falmouth and Mackworth Island.
So this is one of the many Instagrammable spots.
This is one of many.
Make sure you tag Friends of Fort Gorges.
Hashtag Be Gorgeous. Looking back at Portland Harbor, the American flag, 360 view of Casco Bay. That's why this place is special.
Special space indeed.
Right? We want people to be able to come out here, continue to enjoy it. And if you want to help us do that, please go to friendsoffortgorges.org. Get in touch with us, volunteer, donate, say hi. We need to meet you. So
Hey, thank you for all that you do.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for covering the story. It needs to be told.
Nice job, friend.
Thanks, Aaron.
Hey everyone, as we all know, the last year and a half has really put things into perspective for folks, especially those living in bigger cities who are coming to Maine to search for the quality of life that we've all come to know and love, which has caused a stress on the housing market. Let's talk to Britt Vitalius about the market and its latest trends.
Thanks so much for coming to Portland and for coming to see me. COVID was just a wild year. You know, we knew we loved Portland and we loved Maine, and everyone else just seemed to discover Maine. And it put a lot of pressure on housing in Maine for the rentals and the purchases. This summer, maybe it's cooled a little bit, but it's still a struggle. But I would say buyers should not give up. Just keep going out there and you'll find something. There is just so much going on in Portland, Maine. It is such a dynamic city. We are just on the map nationally and internationally. So I'm going to take you to a few outstanding condo projects, one that's just about finished, one that just wrapped up, and take you down to Portland Foresight to see all the development down there with Casey Prentiss. We had visited him about 5 or 6 years ago, and a lot's happened since. So I'm here with my good friend, Casey Prentiss. Casey, thanks for having us down.
Absolutely, so good to see you again, Brett.
I can't believe we were here just so many years ago. So much has happened. I mean, my memory of this is still all this waterfront that you couldn't really get to. Tell us what's going on today.
Behind us, we have a 140,000 square foot building. This is going to be the new home of Sunlight Financial. A bunch of ground floor retail, including bar coffee for all your coffee lovers. On the other side of the street, we have historic building number 12 that was disassembled brick by brick. We put RFID tags on the bricks, and then we are reassembling them brick by brick. So it'll look exactly the same as it always did on a new steel and concrete shell. It's been pretty fascinating to watch.
That's incredible. And so now it seems like this area is becoming accessible to the public. I mean, how much land is here? What are you opening up?
It's a huge piece of Portland. 10.5 acres, about 1.5 million square feet of all-in construction. So effectively creating a second version of the old port down here. It's a whole new neighborhood for Portland.
This is so exciting. My friend, great to see you.
Good to see you.
Good luck, keep it going. There's so much going on. Really excited.
Thanks, Brett.
Maine is such a special place to me, and I really enjoy exploring from the coast to the country. Selling real estate for me goes beyond the transaction, and if you've considered selling, I'd love to just sit down with you, put a plan in place that really makes sense to meet your real estate and financial goals in the future. So check out our website or give us a call. We would love to hear from you.
At Skowhegan Savings Bank, we help businesses by our approachability and our out-of-the-box thinking. A lot of our team of commercial lenders are business owners themselves or have been business owners in the past. So they know how it feels to be on the other side of the table talking about how to increase revenue or grow their business or look to finance certain assets that they need to buy. And as a team, we can create that solution. People would be able to look us up at skowhegan.com. We have a full list of our commercial lending team. Their contact information, their email, their phone number is listed right there. And please give us a call. We're excited to have a conversation and talk about how we can help grow your business.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here at East Bayside now, checking out the latest development project. Britt, tell us all about it.
Connor, this project is so special because this is a part of Portland where there were no new condos here. But Portland has changed a lot, and now we've got coffee shops and breweries down the hill. We've got oysters and fine dining up the hill. And so this project is really exciting. And we just ran into Wendy, a designer here and sort of friend of all of us, who's helping buyers get ready to move in. So Wendy, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm here doing some of the final stages. Tile and kitchens have already been picked out, flooring, but now we're figuring out what furniture, additional lighting that might be needed. All the buildings already happened. You've done all the planning and the hard work getting the permitting, and now I'm just coming in to make it extra pretty.
I haven't been inside in a while, so I'm excited to see. I think it's almost done. and people will be calling this home in just a few weeks, so let's go check it out.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right, Britt, so give us just a general overview of the specs of the units here.
16 units, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedrooms from 400 to $1 million. There never been new condos down in East Bayside, so we priced them down a little bit and poof, they're gone.
What are some of the amenities that these folks are gonna come to enjoy here?
So hardwood floors throughout, a fireplace, outdoor deck space or a patio, covered parking and elevator. It's all here. It just checks all the boxes, and we've only got one left to sell.
Wow, that's incredible. Well, I know the folks moving in are probably excited. We're excited to see the finished product. Where are we going next?
We're gonna head down to Commercial Street for another project down to Hobson's Landing, 80 units that was just completed. I'm really excited to see it. I actually haven't seen it yet, so let's go check it out.
Let's go. All right, guys, we're here on Commercial Street now. Totally different setting from where we just were over in East Bayside. Britt, tell the viewers a little bit about where we're at.
So Commercial Street is the waterfront of Portland. And so you walk right down this street and you've got all the restaurants and shopping of the old port, the hustle and bustle of Portland.
Absolutely, and this is an 85 unit project. Is that something that's unheard of in Portland?
85 is big for Portland. This is among the biggest projects we've seen, and it's exciting. It's a big project, there's a lot of amenities. I'm excited to hear more about it.
Welcome to Hobson's Landing. I'm Sandy Johnson. I represent the project along with my colleague Gail Landry. There are 2 levels of parking, a dog wash, a shared Tesla, shared bikes, a community room with a deck, TV, and fireplace, and a fitness center. There are 8 left out of 85, ranging from a 1-bedroom to a penthouse that's over 3,000 square feet. And now we're going to go to a unit on the 6th floor. I think you'll enjoy seeing it. It's lovely. Welcome to one of our 6th floor penthouse units. It's a 1,600 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath unit with an expansive deck, panoramic views.
This is spectacular. This kitchen, the integration with a living space, and this deck, this view.
Step out onto this spectacular deck.
Wow.
You can see Fort Gorges, Bug Light.
See everything.
You really can.
From your outdoor dining room, your lounge, your play area.
Certainly one of the most amazing views in Portland.
I have to agree.
Could be the best view in Portland. I mean, this doesn't get any better than this.
Incredible. Well, you got to have us back, and I'll make sure to bring the drinks next time, and we'll just hang out.
Yes.
Thanks, Brett. That sounds
This is the place to be.
This is great. Thank you so much, Sandy, for having us.
Oh, my pleasure.
Such a pleasure.
In our house, there's no such thing as an off-season. With hockey in the morning and afternoon soccer practice on the other side of town. With Apple CarPlay to keep the whole family connected and 26 MPG for those last-minute grocery runs. Thank goodness for my favorite child. Discover new possibilities with a Honda and upgrade to a new Pilot. Visit MaineHondaDealers.com.
2020 was a big year for Bear Made. We actually turned 5 years old. You know, it forced me to look back on how we've grown and where we've come from, and how Sydney and I, when we first started out, we would buy buildings and we fix them up ourselves, and that was really the genesis of Bear Made. And what we learned from that process, we still use today. So, you know, we ask these questions to our clients. How would you use the house? How should we program it? What are your goals to get out of this project? And we try to make it easy through open communication and putting everything on the table and making sure everybody's on the same page.
I came to the Kennebunk Health Center after I was introduced to all of the department heads, and I really fell in love with their vision and their energy. We are changing, we're growing, and I'm just really excited to be part of that. I love the fact that you get to know the patients. I love the fact that you get to know the families, and you can see the difference that you make every day when you're enriching their lives. You get such a positive, payback for that it's it just became my passion. We are all about the quality of life for these people, and we just try to make it as best that we can. And not every facility has that focus, so that's a nice culture here that's different than other places.
I'm Jean Hewlett, President and CEO of Maine Community Bank. We chose Westbrook for our new location because it's very similar to the communities we come from. It reminds us of what we've been able to do to help Biddeford through their renaissance and Lewiston Auburn through theirs. It's a great time to be part of a community that is growing and looking to the future. we're bringing 50 jobs to Westbrook, and we'll be hiring from the community. So we're making a real commitment to the Westbrook area, and with the growth we see here, we want to be part of that and help support it. It's a great time to be part of a community that is growing and looking to the future. Westbrook, we can't wait to meet you.
All right, guys, now switching gears from residential to Oman Studios, where the team there of the event and media production house are up to some cool stuff. We'll see you over there.
Thank you, Connor. We're thrilled to be a part of Places and Spaces. We're in the back patio garden of Oman Studios. And when this building was originally built, it was built to service milk delivery trucks. Today, it is Oman Studios, and we have a unique focus on media and events, filming people and products, live culinary events, corporate events, fundraisers, and wedding receptions. I'm going to give you a tour of some of the new things we did this year to kind of reinvent Oman Studios. One of the things is this new 9x7 swinging door. The idea was to bring the outdoors into the studio, add daylight, and give this beautiful wind flow off the patio. Let's go. The soul of Oman Studios is our chef demonstration kitchen. It is one of the first spaces we built when we started this wonderful place.
It is flame time. Okay, everybody like that?
It really is the spirit, because food is central to everything we do. When it comes to events, virtually every event has food and beverage. Since we started, we've had over 200 chefs from all over the world come to this fabulous place called Maine, Portland, and Oman Studios. One of the things we did early in the pandemic is make a decision to invest in the studio and wire every room in the studio so we could live stream from cameras up in the ceiling, hey Connor, to cameras on the floor, and the ability to go live from every room just to create the vitality and connect people who want to be at an event to people who are here at the event. So next up on the tour is a kind of behind the scenes transformation of creating a new lounge and bridging this kitchen to our main studio. It was one of those things where I thought it was going to be simple and it took on a life of its own, but take a look. Here is 24 feet of new wall. All wood, break up that kind of sterile feel of the kitchen. We have a name for this wall. It's called the Wonder Wall because we wonder how it's going to turn out, to be honest with you. Three things that are going to be part of this wall is certainly texture, light, and color. We of course like to keep things fun at Oman Studios. Connor, we'd like to challenge the Places and Spaces team to a round of farm table pong this fall. Up next after the break, a great story on an iconic Maine company.
Shopping at Aristotle means that you are part of a larger community of women. Usually your first visit is never your last, and we have customers from all across the country, and they shop with us because of the service that we provide and the connection that we have formed with them. We have a tremendous amount of customer loyalty, something which I am incredibly grateful for. And we always joke here that we're not only going to remember your name, but we're also going to remember your bra size too.
Hi, I'm Dot with the Dot Ollier team at RE/MAX Riverside. I created the team out of a need, a sense that consumers of real estate services benefit from a collaborative approach. The members of my team are handpicked. We work superbly together. Every buyer, every seller gets not one agent, but two. We work in pairs so that someone is always available to meet that client's needs. We love all the people we meet in this business, and we look forward to connecting with you soon.
All right, guys, great to be here at Oman Studios with their executive producer, Sarah. We're excited about this new upcoming segment, Maker's Way. Tell us all about it.
Well, thanks, Connor. It's great to have you here at the studio. And yeah, Maine, as you know, is home to an abundance of gifted makers. We've got woodworkers and jewelry designers, metalsmiths, food creators, and just artists of all types. So Maker's Way is where I'll get the chance to introduce you to some of the most unique in our state. And I think we're gonna head right out on this journey. Our first stop is in Bangor, where we'll meet the family of makers behind W.A. Bean & Sons.
Perfect. Get your bags packed, guys. We're going to Bangor.
I'll see you up there. Welcome to Bangor. Our journey begins right here on this small island downtown, now known as Norumbega Park. But dating back to the mid-19th century, this was the site of the Great Norumbega Hall. Picture a grand ballroom upstairs, meeting rooms, offices, and here on the ground level housed the bustling marketplace. And it was there in stall 7 that Albert Bean, a local butcher here since 1860, sold his products. Now, sadly, the massive fire of 1911 destroyed this entire area. So clearly a lot has changed in this space. But one thing that's remained the same in this 150-year history is that his business, for 5 generations now, has been proudly owned and operated by his family. So we're gonna head over to their current bustling location on Beaumark Road to learn more about this Maine family legacy.
We are definitely a maker. We're taking the raw materials and we're using our spices, our ingredients, and we're putting them together into, a top quality, really, really good product. Our red snapper, first of all, we use very, very good ingredients for it. We make them the same way we always have. They're a leaner product, they're less fat, and that makes them that much better.
So we've been doing the red snapper since the 1930s. Again, that's up for debate who actually came up with the red snapper. But I know for a fact we've been doing them since the 30s. Summer is obviously our most popular time of the year because that's when people have the grills out. The exact number changes, but it keeps increasing every single year as our volume goes up and the demand goes up, as we're, again, the last maker of the red snapper. But I can tell you we probably do about 500,000 pounds of the red snappers a year at this point. My mother actually married David when I was 16 years old, so I'm married into the family per se. David offered me a job back in 2012, asking me to come back to the company and help out. I've been here ever since. Making hot dogs and sausages and deli meats isn't the most glamorous job, but I absolutely came back so I could help carry on the family tradition. And there's a lot of pride in this business, a lot of pride in the product that we put out. I don't take this role lightly at all. I know that there's really right now there's nobody up after me, so I can tell you there's a lot of pressure in that regard, but nobody works harder than David Bean, so he's really showing the way. We're all here trying to keep up with him. It's not just me that's going to carry us in the future, it's going to be our employees as well. We are different from what everybody else does in the marketplace. The fact that we make everything by hand, the fact that we want to be able to expand, the fact that we have David on board about expanding gives me a lot of excitement. Bangor Savings Bank, they're the bank of our company here, and they bring a lot of pride to the table as well, just like we do. We want to go hard just like they're going hard and growing our brand and being part of the community and growing with this community as well.
I'd like to see us being able to expand, more equipment, having it easier and a little bit faster, and have a lot more of the W.A. Bean product made.
That's going to do it for this week's episode of Places and Spaces. Thanks so much for joining us. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Places and Spaces Maine or on Facebook at Maine Life Media. And if there's a place or space that you'd like featured on the show, be sure to shoot us an email. That's going to do it for us this week. We'll see you guys next time.